BalconyTV.
Hi guys, I'm DANELLE. Welcome to BalconyTV Cairns. Today we have Stacey and Seamus, who are the Kroovs on the balcony. Welcome.
G'day.
Thank you. Now, what are you going to play for us today?
We're going to play a song called Rusty Brown.
Rusty Brown, take it away.
Near Bomber Town in the countryside, the Brumbies roam free. Became a skinny lad named Rusty Brown, who was only 17. Rusty heard a jack horseman who rode the open plains, through summer's heat, ice and snow, and through the winter rains. Well, you're too young to be out there chasing horses with that man. It's foolish, boy, his mother cried, but Rusty had a plan to spend his days on horseback, feel the freedom of the ride, or work his hands down to the bone and race on by Jack's side. Oh, Rusty, oh, Rusty, oh, Rusty, Rusty Brown. First time Rusty rode out, well, his stomach was tied in knots. Sit tight with me, growled Jack, and just give it all you got. The sun was high on the mountaintop when they saw the wild horse, the stallion, 18 hands high, its mane all black and coarse. It stared him down from up the hill, its bright eyes all agleam. Breathing hard, it snorted, its hot breath hissing steam. Jack took off at gallop, swinging his robe high. Rusty kicked his horse and followed under the sky. Whoa, Rusty. Whoa, Rusty. Whoa, Rusty. Rusty Brown. Come on. Jackie threw the rope over the wild Brumby's head, and then a crack spooked his horse, and with jackets up it fled. Rusty was all alone, he was left without a clue, so he chased that horse on through the bush, it was all that he could do. As he came across the bluff, he saw the rope dragging behind, trailing in the dirt, the Brumby's legs were kicking high. There's no way he could reach it underneath his galloping feet. Rusty began to wonder if maybe he was beat. Then in a lightning moment, there was a fleeting calm, and up the rope flew straight into little Rusty's palm. It tugged and wrestled with that horse on there through the scrub. Breathing hard, they battled down the hill and grinding bluff. Ooh, Rusty. Ooh, Rusty. Ooh, Rusty. Rusty Brown. He grinned and swung down off his horse as casual as can be, and took the rope and hitched the wild stallion to a tree. When Jack came riding back, he could just not believe his eyes. This young boy, new to the game, was just sitting with his prize. Boy, tell me how you caught that horse, I really had no hope. Rusty smiled and winked and answered, well, I just pulled the rope. The news traveled far and wide and made it to the town. The wildest horse was ever caught was caught by Rusty Brown. Ooh, Rusty. Ooh, Rusty. Ooh, Rusty. Rusty Brown. You can still hear Rusty riding, riding on, riding on. And you can still hear him riding, riding on, riding on. Rusty. Ooh, Rusty. Hey, Rusty Brown.
Rusty Brown, that was amazing, guys. How did it feel?
Good. Felt good.
Very good.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Now, who was that about? Who is Rusty Brown?
Rusty Brown is actually my dad. We wrote this song a couple of months ago about my dad, Rusty, who used to catch wild brumbies when he was a young man in the mountains in southern New South Wales.
Wow, that's a pretty cool
Cowboy.
story.
Yeah.
Does he like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's into it. Oh, I think he told us a few stories about his time catching brumbies, and it wasn't hardly as glamorous as we've kind of made it sound.
Now, you guys have only been playing together for a short while. It's probably only been like 9 months or something. How are you finding that?
It's been pretty good. We started in April and kind of started up really, really quickly and had to learn as many songs as we could to start playing in the pubs and entertaining people, because that's what we wanted to do. And we're only really starting to kind of refine it a little bit more recently in the last couple of months and pull it together.
It's been a bit of a
tighter.
whirlwind.
Yeah.
Most good things are, aren't they? You're just trying to find your ground.
Yeah.
No, it sounded really tight. I enjoyed that. Now, you play around the local area and Palm Cove and in between a fair bit. Where do you play regularly?
Pretty much every week down at McGinty's here in Shield Street.
Cool.
We'll be there pretty much every week, 2015. And in Port Douglas, we play at a couple of different places. There's a Backpackers there that we play at, and Paddy's Bar, and the Tin Shed down there. So we're trying to broaden our horizons a bit for next year and get into a few different places.
Oh, that's good.
Get to know more people.
So next year, when people want to see where you've broadened your horizons to, how can they follow you?
We've got a website, thekroovs.com, or you can follow us on Facebook. It's pretty easy to find. It's just the Kroovs with a K. And we put all our gigs and news and updates and stuff on our website now and our Facebook page.
Sweet. Seamus and Stacey, thanks so much for coming on the balcony today. I look forward to seeing you guys in the very near future.
Well, thanks for having us.
I'm DANELLE, and you're watching Balcony TV Cairns.
BalconyTV.